Good, great morning. Hi there. It's Jessie here. And a very big fat warm welcome to this little tiny channel. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for coming back. You know that I love you. And if you're completely new and you clicked on my face, congratulations, you've found this little tiny corner of the internet. And your life will never be the same. How are we doing today, guys? I woke up at 7 and it's dark now at 7. And when I wake up before the sun rises, I know what I have to do. I have to go to the river and I have to watch that sunrise. And I did. And I haven't done that in a while. And I went, and there is nothing like seeing water at the beginning of the day before the earth and the humans and all the activity has started. It's so still. It's like if you go to the beach first thing in the morning before everything's woken up, it's so still. It's the same with the river. Oh. And I'm telling you, within half an hour of that sun rising, and then it being quite high, it rises quick, and then there's joggers around and there's people and the boats start and the water's like within 30 minutes. But if you can catch that moment, and I caught it, thank you. And I went to the river and haven't been for a while, and I used to talk to this river a lot, and I used to talk to the fish in the river. I used to sing to them. And I went back and I called out for the fishes. I imagine a little fishy dance, and out there, a fish jumps out the water, and they're so responsive fish. They're so friendly and delicious. It's like chickens. They're so cute and weird. And when I say weird, I mean individual. Like, you really get to know a chicken's personality. They really wear it on their chest. And they're so delicious. And eggs. Oh, eggs. Chicken, period. Delicious. I wonder if humans are delicious. I don't wonder enough to try. Unless, I don't know, never say never. Like if I had nothing to eat and there was already dead human there, maybe I'd try it. Maybe. But if I was really hungry and there was no food and there was another human there, I wouldn't kill that human to eat them. I'd rather just share our last few days together, hungry, with them, I think. But I don't know. You never know, do you? You never know. I'm going to share something that's helping me at the moment. It's behaving as a bit of an anchor. And it was Eckhart Tolle, and he's come back into my life. Did I share this the other day? Forgive me if I did. I'm on repeat. Do you have those relatives that you go and see, and you don't see them that often, maybe once or twice a year, and they're getting older, and when you visit them, they reminisce on the stories of their lifetime, and you've heard the stories before. You know how it goes. But what delight I take in not telling them that and just hearing them relive that moment of their lives again. I really like it. And I do it a lot. I repeat myself a lot, and I think I'm okay with it. Do you like being told that someone's told you that before? I'm trying to think if I do. If I'm telling someone something and they're like, yeah, you told me before. I think I would like to know if it's pissing them off. Yeah, I think I would. Anyway, Eckhart Tolle came back into my life, and I can't sleep at the moment because I'm in love. And it's getting better. Like, it's getting easier. But I put Eckhart Tolle's coming on, his soothing, croaky voice, sending me to sleep with some wisdom. And he said the other night, we're either in two places. We're either home or we're trying to get home. And then there was a big laugh, and that really, really made me laugh because it's true, right? And I think what's funny about it for me is the futility of trying to get home, because we already are. We just don't know it. Our awareness isn't in being home. Our awareness is in that problem or that thing that happened. Oh God, you know, and emotion still inside that's no, right? And we're trying to get home. We're trying to get to that place of peace inside of us, but we can't, even though we already are, because we just got things in the way. And it's funny, because really we're only ever in one place, which is home. But we can have the experience of being somewhere where we're trying to get home. And that happened to me last night. I was with my friend and we were chatting and I was a bit angsty. I had things. And then I thought of that comment, which I'm like preaching to people at the moment. I thought of it and I'm like, ooh, I'm trying to get home. And I was actually literally at home. So, I mean, undeniable. Like, what is it I'm reaching for? What am I longing for that I don't feel accessible to me in this moment, which makes me feel discontent? And it's a bit annoying. Don't get me wrong. It's a bit annoying for the ego to hear that, oh, well, you're just trying to get home. God, bloody annoying. It's like, yeah, you think? So it's good that I can remind myself, because my ego, you know, the part of me that's sort of like wanting to be in the story and like there's validity to the story. And there is from a certain perspective. And then you say to it, well, you're just trying to get home and you already are. You're Wally. You're creating this problem, this discontentness. You're actually creating it. And then, ooh, that's a hard thing to hear, isn't it? Ooh. No, I'm not. I want to be happy. It's like when someone's mad and they're like, I'm not mad. Okay. So, question for you. Where are you right now? Are you home? In your heart, obviously, not literally. That's the home I'm talking about. Are you home? Are you content? Are you in touch with your inner peace? It's always there. Or not. And either way, it's fine. Like what I've learned about ritual on this course that I'm doing, we did one module on ancient rituals. And we did a temescal, like a sweat lodge. And we were given the guidance before that life is a ritual. Anything you do is a ritual, but we do these specific rituals, right? And the point is not to do the ritual right. Like we like to think, okay, I'm going to do this ritual right. I'm going to do it right. But there is no. The ritual is observing yourself in how you do it. And it doesn't matter how you do it. If you enjoy it, if you don't enjoy it, you're doing the ritual right. Just observe. Observe your mind. What is it that you're not enjoying, right? So we were given this instruction. We go in, and if you know about sweat lodge or temescal, it's like a hot sauna on the ground. You're on the earth, and you're in this little den covered by blankets, and there's the fire in the middle with the rocks from the sacred fire, and they bring them in, and then we and you sing, and there's a lot of people in there, huh? You're cramped in, and it's very hot, and it can be hours, and you sing and you pray, and it's like a rebirth. It's like returning to the womb. And you know, first time I did it, I didn't like it. I did not feel safe. Well, first time I did it was in a very casual basis and probably wasn't held as sacred as what I needed, because I didn't know. This was new to me. So I it was held in a sort of, I don't want to say careless, but haphazard way. And so my interaction with it was very sort of careless and haphazard. And then I did it again a few years later, and I didn't feel held well by this person that was doing it. And so when you go in, fear and insecurity arises, okay? You're in like a tiny hot thing where you don't know if you can get out. And you know, depending on your history, you might think you're going to die. That's what I thought. I did not feel safe. And I did not feel held in that, so I left. Anyway, that was a really important thing for me to do, which was I took control of that situation, which oftentimes, I think in life I don't. I would have been too scared to leave, to do it right, and don't draw attention to myself. And I got out of there, and that was a huge thing for me to do. And then in this time, when I'm doing it in the school and it's incredibly safe, I feel safe the way it's being held. She says, just observe what's going on. If you want to escape, fine. Be with that before you just run out and escape. Just be, oh God, I want to escape. And make the conscious decision to leave. Don't do it out of fear. And there was one woman that once she went in, a few minutes later, she ran out crying. It had brought up memories from her ancestors of being suffocated. So she runs out, and our teacher is like, hey, what did I tell you? You don't let yourself be led by fear. And she is sensitive enough to know who she can push and who not. So she knew what she was doing. She said to this woman, you're coming back in. You're coming back in, and you can leave, but you're going to leave consciously, not from a place of fear. And so she went back in, and she did that. And then it turns out, later on, if I may share this story, her ancestors were, they had to immigrate in the back of a lorry with hundreds where it's very hot and they couldn't get out, and there was no escape. And she was able to relive that fear that they felt and consciously do something about it. So the initial fear of just running out, okay, that's one, but did it transmute or transform that pain into empowerment? And that's what happened. All of this to say, ritual is not about doing something in a certain way to get a result. It's an opportunity to engage in the practice with awareness and just see where we're at. Anything can be a ritual. Make a cup of tea and observe yourself making it the whole way. And drink that tea and observe yourself drinking it. And it doesn't matter if you're bliss and enjoying it, present, great, cool. If you're I've got things to do, just notice that. Just note you're cool with that. You might be. I hope you see what I'm trying to say, and I hope I'm not coming across too preachy and I just feel like sharing today. I feel really good. But it's best to keep it anecdotal, isn't it? Story. We relate to stories. We can put ourselves in a story. If we're being told what to do, oh God. Oh. Sometimes, if we're very open to be told what to do by that individual, great. A lot of learning can happen. But it's strange in this place because you haven't come here to learn from me necessarily. I don't know why you've come here. I think given this medium, keeping it anecdotal and story invites more space for people to find them in it. But maybe some people really like the stuff. I'm fingering it. Sometimes that's all I want to do, to make sounds. Fill in the blank. My breathing's getting better. I'm breathing out more. It's got a lot to do with being in love. Let me just tell you about this love that I've encountered. So first of all, for all the dreamers out there that really believe in their heart, they believe in love at first sight. Don't give up on that, because it's happened to me. So I meet people, and if I sense their potential and what we could have together, I'm in love. I'm like, hey, let's do this. It might not work out, but let's try. And I've always been one for hey, let's commit to this. Let's try and make it work. And it might not, but let's try. And often, almost always, I've had people that are like, well, you asked me to commit. You want to marry me? We just met. And I'm like, no, that's not what I mean by commitment. I mean, commit to this, what this is, this connection. And we see if it's got legs. I don't know. But I can't see if it's got legs if you're not going to see if it's got legs either with that commitment. So I met people that always freaked out about that. Like, oh God, she wants to be my ball and chain. No, I don't. Like, you've misunderstood me. That's been my experience. I've met somebody in love at first sight, guys. Really? In love at first sight. We're in love. And we're going to go see if this has got legs. We don't know. We hope it does. We both hope it does. Let's see. Right? But he's committed to whatever this is. Easily. It wasn't even a like, it's just like, yeah. And I, thank you. Finally. But something about that, helps me breathe out. Helps me breathe out. I don't know if it's this masculine containment thing where the feminine energy can then flourish, because we all have all of it inside of us, huh? Don't get me wrong. I got my inner masculine, all right? I don't need a masculine to hold it. I can do it. But it's also nice to share, isn't it? Share that responsibility. And this man out there, who I've met once, by the way, so it's pretty crazy, but he's out there, and I know I can breathe out. Just my experience of being a woman, being held by somebody, not even with them. I'm walking down the street like with a secret smile in my heart. I feel safe. So let me breathe out. I suppose I feel like speaking to anyone who yearns for this, because I know it very well. My whole life been in this yearning, and I always will. Yearning. I was speaking to my sister this morning. We were talking about this longing that we have, and how I think she mentioned Rupert Spira had this longing comes from knowing we're all one. It's like a deep knowing that we're all one. And so we long to experience that sort of distant memory. And we long for that connection again because we know that it's there. Longing is a beautiful thing. It is the return home. And the very fact that we can long means we're in touch with it. We know how home feels. It's always there. Eckhart Tolle, when he was talking about this, he said, and you know, just to share this beautiful teaching because it's touching me, is he's like, it's in the background. Let's take a moment to just tune into the background. Do you feel that background? That background is always there. Don't matter where you go, what time it is, there's always a background. Let's tune into the background, guys. Home. Life is so sweet. So many things wanted to come out of my mouth then, and I didn't even know where to begin. I love you so much. I just feel to say that. I'm in love, so I'm sharing the love. Thank you for watching the video. Like it if you liked it. What are your thoughts down below? Huh? Are you home? Are you trying to get home? Are you longing? Do you know we're all one? Do you feel held? Do you have a masculine holding you? Do you have your inner masculine? Then, how's your feminine inside of you? How's your feminine? Are you caretaking yourself? Or are you longing to be cared for by a woman? Which, I know that. I know that. And all we can do until it arrives is just take care of that inner masculine, feminine inside of us. That's all we can do. And then, you know, the external responds. I have more to say about this love because I have more to say, so we're going to go for it. Oh, let me tell you, this man has a life, right? He has a life. 35 years he's been on this planet, and he has a big life already. And I have my life as well. And we've met, and, everything I wanted in a human being, as much as I know. I do feel I've got a good read on people, though. But, curiously, he has a daughter of 11 months. The mother of their daughter, they're best friends. They're not in a romantic relationship anymore, but they're best friends, and they are in each other's lives now. And so when I found out about his daughter, did that put me off? I think if I wasn't so enamored by this person, and I was just sort of dating them and see, that might have been like, do I really want to get involved? Sort of very committed elsewhere. And, he's got this relationship already, so I won't be the only woman in his life. Now, a few months ago, when I was in Barcelona, this man had another woman in his life, a dear friend. And I was like, I want to be the only woman in your life. I was like, I'm not sharing. But it's because, and I really do feel this, right? This whole polyamory chat, because my desire for monogamy has come from betrayal. So I have trust issues in relationships. So I've been like, I can't possibly be polyamorous because I don't trust. So I felt I needed something exclusive to feel secure, to build trust. And with this guy in Barcelona, it's not that it wasn't, there was just something a bit off about it, because this woman came up a lot in our conversations, and he would compare me to her. Oh, she wouldn't say that. And there was always this slight, oh, well, she does this. And he was comparing us, like as if he's somehow ordering in his head what kind of woman he wants, which is fine. But that is what made me feel, you're not sure about this, so I don't feel safe here. This man, honest. He's honest. Love an honest person. He's honest and he's transparent. And so therefore, he has this beautiful daughter. I love him more because he's a father. He has this best friend, and they've decided to raise a child together. They're good at projects together. Great. I'm happy this man loves the mother of his child. I'm happy they're figuring it out. Oh, gosh, I wonder how his heart is about that. I'll have to ask him. And because it's so transparent and clear, and this love, I'm like, maybe I can be polyamorous. I've been watching this series on YouTube. It's called Dana and the Wolf. It is fantastic. It's about a poly couple. And watching them, witnessing them, it has opened my mind to their world. And I'm starting to see it. And I think it's such a beautiful, I can't deny it. I remember being 16, being like, why do we only have one person? That doesn't make any sense. And I also knew at 16, I was like, but there's absolutely no bloody way I could do that. And here I find myself in love with a man who has another woman in his life and always will, and now has his daughter, has 2 women in his life. They ain't going anywhere, and he loves them dearly, and I love that for him. I fully support it. It's something very, I don't know, music is a beautiful thing. Always comes back to that, doesn't it, Mac? Music is a beautiful thing. So you just never know what you're going to get. You just don't know what you're going to get. You don't know how it's going to go. It's like, oh, this is everything I wanted. And then it's like, oh, but there's all these extra things that come with it. And I'm like, cool, let's make it work. Commitment. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for this experience. Thank you for watching. Please like the video if you liked it. Thoughts? Second time I've done this in the video. Is it over? We'll never know. And hit subscribe if you like this kind of content, and we'll see you in the next video. Otherwise, have a beautiful day and a beautiful life. We've got this. We've got this.